Well, this feels like a really monumental occasion. I'm just doing the last very slow walk / waddle over to the office for, 365 days. And work have been amazing, really supportive, and I've done like quite a few days from home, fitting around like appointments and stuff. Sorry, I'm so out of breath, I'm not even walking quickly. I'm really glad it's my last day. Really excited, and the plan is tomorrow, feet up, some naps, a nice bath, catch up on some TV, and just have a nice quiet few days before the big day and the elective C-section on Wednesday, a week today. Unbelievable, so exciting. It's Thursday, I'm 38 plus 1, and today is the first day of maternity leave, and I couldn't be happier. It was so nice this morning, getting up and not having to do an hour and a quarter odd on the train and the walks either side. Just so nice to just be able to take things at a slow pace today and for the next few days before the baby boy makes his arrival next week. We've had a few little date nights in the last couple of weeks, just kind of getting prepared for life changing. And Monday evening, it was gorgeous weather, and we were having a drink in a beer garden in the local pub. And today it's snowing. So you could make it up really, could you? Who knows what the weather will be next week. At the moment, snow would make the mountain road over to the hospital impassable that way, and we'd have to go the long way round. So we'll be keeping an eye on the weather. My plan today is to start off with a nice quiet morning. I'm going to jump in the bath and just be in there as long as I like. And I will probably fit in a nap because yesterday was a particularly bad night's sleep, lack of sleep. I'm going to go and meet a friend for a coffee and just run a few errands, and then back for a nice long evening and afternoon. So no complaints from me, and more to follow as the week unfolds. The snow has turned to rain, so I'm going to venture over to meet my friend for a coffee. It's taken, I'm out of breath, see. It's about 6-minute walk normally to the train station, but it's taking me a bit longer. And it was a bit uncomfortable actually, so I'm thinking maybe from tomorrow I'm just not going to go anywhere, but I'll see how I get on. Considering yesterday started out thinking I was going to be snowed in all day, it actually worked out really well in the end. Gareth picked me up, and the traffic was just at a complete standstill all around the town because of an accident further up the road. So we decided to turn the car around and went for an impromptu date night, which was absolutely lush. We went and had dinner and went to see Dumbo in 3D, which was lovely. Today I'm 38 plus 2, and it's day 2 of maternity leave. And as you can see, full on lazy day today, proper lazy day. Got up and had a bath. I had a nap for 90 minutes at 11 o'clock, which was lovely because I really didn't get any sleep last night. So I really needed that. And then this afternoon, a bit of the nesting thing has been kicking in the last couple of days, and I've channeled that into getting some jobs done. So I went through his wardrobe again and started pulling out some more things to wash. Obviously, we've been given so many lovely gifts, lots of new things, but it all needs to be washed in non-bio detergent before he wears it. So I've been working my way through the wardrobe. I put some other things away, did a little bit of ironing for him, all his tiny little things, and just, absolutely adorable. That was me acting out ironing, by the way. I feel quite organised when it comes now to his nursery. We've got a couple of little jobs to do. So this weekend, I think we're going to try and put some blackout blinds up. He needs sheets for his Tutti Bambini cozy bed, and you can get them directly from that company, and I can't remember how much, but they're quite expensive. And I'd like to try and find a workaround for that really. So I did get a couple of sheets last week from Asda, 2 for £7 I think it was in a pack, lovely soft jersey material. And I'm going to have a look at those in a bit and just work out how I'm going to just make them the right size. Anything else on the cards? I don't think so. I think that sounds like quite a lot actually for day 2. But the main thing is nice not to go out today and just have pyjamas on and take it easy. And I think much more of the same tomorrow and the rest of the weekend. I'm 38 plus 3 today, so it's just 4 days to go into the elective C-section. And my week is continuing with a nice balance of doing nothing and getting some of the important jobs done. We're both a little bit last minute, so you could argue some of this probably should have already been done, but that's just not how we roll. So I think I mentioned about having to do a bit of craft work to get some sheets to fit the Tutti Bambini, and this has arrived today from Amazon, and that's just a mattress protector. Now it's made to fit a next to me crib, so it's only 4 centimetres too long, so that's going to be a nice easy job to do this afternoon. Gareth, while I'm doing that, he's going to go and tackle the Isofix base in the car and just get that all plugged in and check that we know how to use the car seat. I think we're going to save the jobs maybe for this afternoon, have a bit of a lazy one this morning. We're going to have egg and soldiers for breakfast. We are going to watch some telly, have a couple of nice coffees, decaf obviously for me. We've got an espresso machine which we're a bit addicted to, so that's going to be a nice treat this morning. And trying really hard not to just count down everything as like the last something before the baby comes. The thought of like that one last weekend without a baby is a bit surreal, but really exciting. The weather is gorgeous. We should probably go out and do something nice, but I don't have the energy, and I just feel so uncomfortable now. I'm just going to be a bit kind of like homebound, I think, until the boy comes on Wednesday. Set up an Instagram account yesterday, and that's _family yearbook. If you want to check that out, it would be great to have some more people following. I think I've got about 10 at the moment, so you've got to start somewhere, haven't you? But lovely to follow other channels as well and see what kind of things they're doing, and beautiful pictures of little newborns and lovely little clothes and things. So that's definitely something I'm enjoying doing. The bump is definitely growing at a daily rate. I feel massive today, and I felt massive yesterday, and you think, how can it get any bigger? It definitely has, especially since yesterday my stretch marks seem to have kind of doubled overnight. I have been quite lucky so far. I've had a really good routine of using bio oil ever since we were trying for a baby, actually, so I think that's probably helped. In terms of symptoms, nothing's really changed in the last couple of days. If anything, things have been better. So I've had a lot less acid the last 2 days, which is a lovely change. And also the sciatica that I've been having, that's kind of faded away, and I think that's obviously just because I'm pottering around the house. I'm not really covering as many miles as I normally do on the commute. We are 38 plus 4 weeks pregnant. It's Sunday, and it's just 3 days until the baby boy is born by C-section on Wednesday, and we're feeling so excited. It really is close now. Extra uncomfortable today, feeling bigger again, if that was even possible. Tried to have a sit down on the sofa this morning for breakfast and failed miserably with that. So I'm taking advantage of feeling a bit of spurt of energy today and getting some more jobs done. We've put in a Tesco food order today, and that's coming tomorrow morning. Just taking the opportunity to stock up on all those essentials that will be a bit of hassle to go and get once we're home with the baby. We've also got some stuff coming to make a few more batch meals, so we can fill up the freezer, fill that last bit of space with some meals so that we don't have to do much cooking once we're home. Yesterday, Gareth assembled the Tutti Bambini, which looks absolutely lush. Can't believe that in a few days' time, our baby boy is going to be asleep in there. It's just, yeah, I can't really get my head around it, but it's wonderful. Gareth found out last week that the council does a nappy collection in our area on a weekly basis, which is brilliant. He ordered the bags and they actually came this morning, and we were just reading the paperwork, and amazing to read that they get recycled. Now, we haven't seen that advertised by our council at all, so if you're expecting, that's definitely something to look into. We're just about to go down to 2 black bags every 2 weeks, so having that as an option is great. Otherwise, you could very quickly fill just 2 black bags with nappies. As I would imagine, this is our first baby, but we've heard all kinds of horror stories about nappies, so we've got all that to come. Well, we've done a few jobs. We're going to have another couple of quiet hours, just making the most of us time. Well, it is just us, because this time next week, we're going to be a family of 3, which is incredible. And then we will probably spend a bit of time tonight just rereading through the notes the midwife gave us about the C-section, making sure that I'm prepared, what we need to do. There's some advice in there about when to stop eating, when to stop drinking, things to bring with you. So we're just going to make a bit of a list tonight just so we can feel really prepared for that, which is a good job too, because it is in just 3 days. It's 4 o'clock. I've been on the sofa since midnight. Just waking up again for another pee, obviously. I'm definitely going to have a nap tomorrow. I think I'm probably going to have 2. Yeah, it's Monday, so I'm having the C-section in 2 days. And I can't wait. Because I know I'm going to be even more tired than I am now. But at least I'll have a baby to show for it. I'm not just getting up for no reason. It's 2 odd hours until Gareth gets up, so I'm going to go and get a bit more sleep, hopefully. I'm going to do some vlogging today, so I've actually put makeup on and I'm doing my hair for the first time since last week. I can't reach the plug without Gareth to plug these in, so I'm in the kitchen using my phone as a mirror, as you do. We're 38 plus 5 and it's just 2 days until the elective C-section. I've got a bit of spurt of energy yesterday. If I'm honest, I did overdo it a little bit and had a bit of a meltdown and a cry from the backache and just the kind of overwhelming tiredness of trying to get some of those jobs done. So I am trying to take it a bit more easy today. The main pottering around I've been doing today is just coming and looking in this room at all this lovely stuff. I can't stop looking at it. Look at the mobile. Isn't that beautiful? New development as well the last couple of days is baths are no more. I've loved having a bath the last few weeks especially. Just so relaxing and calming. But yesterday I got in and couldn't really get out. So baths are a thing of the past. One symptom that has come and gone a few times over the last few weeks is a bit of swelling in my fingers. So the wedding rings are on a necklace today and my ankles are a little bit swollen as well. So a good excuse to spend a bit of time sat down with my feet up, which really is the plan mostly for today. I think yesterday a trigger as well was a bit of anxiety around Wednesday. And not the procedure itself. I feel quite familiar with what's going to happen. I know what to expect, and it's, you know, it's the best way to get the baby boy out safe and healthy, and that, you know, that you can't argue with that. My anxiety really is around that I might go into labour before Wednesday. So that's been stressing me out a little bit. Every little twinge or just any sensation, I'm reading into it and thinking the worst. So today I'm trying to just feel a little bit more calm as well and put those worries to the back of my mind. You know, the consultant said if we have any tightenings, a show, or my waters break, then just call ahead to the hospital and get yourself down there. And there will be nothing to worry about, but it's one thing to say that and another to just try and stay calm when you're this close to going into having the C-section. So today we're 38 plus 6 and we're having a baby tomorrow. We're just on our way to the hospital for my pre-admission appointment before the elective C-section. So as I understand it, they're gonna take blood. They're going to scan and just check that he is still breech, which he definitely is, because I just feel his head. You just know. You just know, yeah. And they're also going to give me some tablets that I need to take tomorrow to help with any sickness and stomach acid. And I think I'm going to be given as well a kind of energy drink thing to give me all the energy I need to make a recovery after the operation tomorrow, just because we can't eat or drink, well, I can't eat or drink after 10 o'clock tonight, and obviously we'll get there early in the morning and we might not be seen until the evening, depending on everything else they've got going on. So it's just all like prep stuff today. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do really. I was going to, in solidarity, not eat anything either, but then you've got the chance of me flaking out in the in the surgical room in the theatre. Don't be that person. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So yeah, maybe it's best if I do eat, but I'm going to feel super guilty. But it's terrible news because it says in the notes you've got to have like a heavy carb-based meal the night before. No. And I really hate pasta. I don't. It's my absolute favourite thing. So we're having a lovely homemade carbonara tonight, and I'm really looking forward to that. Being completely honest, I do feel very anxious today. I mean, I'm smiling and laughing with you now, but until Gareth picked me up, I felt quite on edge. It's a weird anxiety because I'm not, I think I've said this earlier in the week, I'm not scared about the operation. I'm not, you know, I feel well prepared for that and I understand what's going to happen. But it's a weird anxiety because we're just about to do something completely new in terms of a major operation, but also we're going to have a child tomorrow. Yeah. And it's life-changing and it is really exciting, but there's there's a bit of adrenaline, I would say, coursing through my blood today. So really just looking forward to getting in tomorrow and just getting it done and having our baby boy in our arms.
Yeah, and I think part of it as well is it's slightly unusual to know exactly when the baby's come in.
Yeah.
So I was speaking to your friend earlier, weren't you? And she was like, well, you know, normally you'd be, you know, you wouldn't know until it all started.
Yeah.
But you know, you've got a bit more time to be like nervous, really.
Yeah, where we've had time to be more organised and prepped. It has allowed a little bit of a window for some anxious thoughts to creep in the last few days, but I'm sure that is completely natural and it's all going to be worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Exciting times, but nervy times.
Yes. And you know, the lack of sleep with a newborn baby prep has continued, as I've moaned about every day in these vlogs. I was up every 2 hours last night, and my sister told me this morning that that's kind of what's going to happen with the baby. So I mean, it's all good training, isn't it?
Yeah, big time. Plus, and I haven't led on to Jodie yet, I don't really know where the hospital is. Roughly, I haven't been there for about 5 years, so I'm just trying to.
Okay, we might have to go then and check the sat nav on. But we'll do another quick update later when we've been to the appointment and just let you know if there's anything different from what we were expecting.
Yeah, if we find the hospital.
If we find it, which is luck.
Yeah.
We've just got home from the pre-op appointment at the hospital for tomorrow's elective C-section. I mentioned earlier on that I've been feeling quite anxious, and all those conversations we've had today have really put my mind at ease, and I'm enjoying feeling excited again instead of just having those little niggles in my mind. When we got back just now as well, there was a package waiting for us in the porch, which is exciting. We had some John Lewis gift vouchers from work, and we ordered some lovely bits from there on the weekend. Tonight is our last night as just us. We're going to be a family of 3 tomorrow. So tonight we're making a lovely home-cooked meal. We're going to have some great TV on. We're going to put our feet up and just have a nice, relaxing evening before the big day tomorrow.
It's a very important day, probably one of the most important days of our lives, in that we're going to the hospital to give birth.
Yeah.
Via cesarean section, booked in, all planned. How do you feel?
Very nervous, if I'm honest. I'm a bit quiet this morning, just very conscious of this is kind of a big deal what we're about to do. And we're in that weird situation of actually knowing the day it's all happening.
Yeah.
Whereas I think in any other circumstances, the day comes and you don't have time to think about it because you're just in the throes of labour pains and all of that stuff. So it's very odd that there's been none of that. We're just rocking up with some bags and today's the day we're having our son.
I know, quite reassuring. We had like a pre-appointment yesterday for an hour, so that was good because you kind of got into the hospital, you kind of broke down a couple of the not barriers, but you got a feel for what the place looks like, where you're going, etc. So it's all good stuff.
I think we'll probably do a separate vlog on that as well in more detail, because I think it would be nice to have that's a video we could have looked at maybe just to give us an idea of what to expect yesterday.
Yeah,
so we'd love to share
what to expect when you're expecting a C-section. Here we are. Yeah, I think I was awake, just super excited this morning when obviously when I woke up. I think maybe the most excited I've ever been.
More excited than Christmas morning?
Yeah, like when you're 5. It's a massive day, and I think we're just trying to break it down, aren't we, to little baby steps, hair and makeup, and Tea did yours, didn't you, as well? So just little bits and pieces, just breaking the day down now, the journey to the hospital, nice and easy, and then take it one step at a time.
So we've got to be there at 8 o'clock, and we don't know what time we'll go in, but they seemed yesterday fairly confident that it would be by kind of mid-afternoon, all being well, so we shouldn't have long to wait.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's mad to think, you can see the mirror there behind us, that in a few days' time we'll be looking back at that and there'll be a baby looking back at us.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, exciting stuff. It's very surreal, very, very exciting. Yeah. So let's get to the hospital.
Okay. Thought we'd do a quick video.
We're in the pre-op theatre. So That's right. What's happened so far?
Loads. Been given some socks. Some really nice socks to wear. Yeah, the scan.
Baby step boots.
Yeah.
We've had a blood pressure taken a few times. We've had a shower.
Yeah.
Obviously, they said that obviously if you shower just before surgery, then there's less likely risk of infection.
Yeah. I've had a shave. That was awkward. That was done for me. And they've got 2 today. One lady's gone in, so we're next.
Second, yeah. Can't wait.
Me too.